Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is Hazy Little Thing by Sierra Nevada, and this was recently on some of the top votes on Craft Beer and Brewing's magazine, so a lot of people big fans of their IPAs, and also specifically this brand, and so I thought I'd review this again. So, by the way, please check out Craft Beer and Brewing magazine, absolutely fantastic. I subscribe to it. Great issues, you get the all-9 issues, great amount of information on there. The podcast is fantastic. It is one of my favorite kind of like consumption of craft beer media out there. I used to be a beer geek on Beer Advocate. Now it's a lot on just craft beer and brewing. I just read
I was
a lot
gonna
of
say
stuff.
you used to be a beer geek because you're definitely a beer geek.
Anyway, this is a game changer. This is one of the most popular beers out there, at least for like hazy IPAs. It's widely distributed. Obviously, they have 2 locations in Mills River, North Carolina, and Chico. So, dig into this one.
6.7%. You forgot to note.
Oh, really? So it's actually full on IPA. It's not even that little of a beer. It's just not even little. It's full on IPA, 6.7%. Because Hazy Little Thing, I would suspect
it's Crazy Little Thing
5,
called Love, so that's where the name comes from. I don't think it's actually little.
So the head is actually not that. It's fluffy, but it's large bubble fluffy. It's not that kind of like tight bubble fluffy. It looks actually a little bit like Saison or Belgian or something like that.
Yeah, there's actually some type of lag when you swirl it.
Yeah.
There's a lag in the bubble.
Canned basically 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay, so this actually has a really pleasant, I would consider it a kind aroma.
Mm-hmm. Floral, kumquat.
Yeah.
Apricot.
Nothing like too harsh in the line of hops.
Pineapple.
Nothing too harsh in the line of hops. Nothing too defined in the line of malts. It's quite pleasant.
Pleasant, little, pretty. Cheers.
Yeah, like a candle.
Or candy. Like a Laffy Taffy.
I'm saying in the aroma. Like, I would like this as a candle. Now on the palate.
Is this oxidized?
Maybe a little bit. It does follow through, and it's like pleasant. It's light.
Why can't I just find fresh beer? It really sucks.
But I think this beer is very safe. Like, I wouldn't compare this to my typical favorites of New England style hazy IPAs. It is juicy, but it almost lacks.
Do you get a savory thing?
Let me try.
There's a savory kind of like saltiness. Salty. This beer's salty. There you go.
Yeah, there is some salinity there.
Yeah.
I would definitely say though, it's very safe. Like the flavor overall is like very safe.
Yeah.
And I guess, I can see where that appeals to a lot of people. Personally, I like beers that are like, they go out on a limb and they do something different. They do something bold and they do something, dangerous. This doesn't have that, which is okay. But, I guess it's definitely not like, I guess I don't get the hype.
Sure. And so what's your final impression rating on this one?
You didn't even give your spiel on it.
I have a final impression rating on it.
I guess my final impression rating is overall it's a very good beer in the fact that it is very safe on the flavor. It's nothing bold, nothing too exciting. But, this is one of those beers, it's like very easy to access, I assume, in most areas. And one of those things, if you're not a huge IPA fan, but you want to understand the hype a little bit more, this is that kind of beer. It's not super dangerous on the hops. It does kind of linger on the back end. I don't know. I guess my final rating on it, I hate to rate it this low because I feel like everybody really, really loves it. It's just not my thing. I'm going to go ahead and give it an 88.
Okay. So this beer for me, I mean, again, I just don't know if it's not fresh enough. I mean, 2 months, like the Grand Thru found it on the warm shelf. This beer has some decent aromatics to it, but like really just tastes like a pretty decent job by like your mediocre local
it's safe.
craft brewery. It's very safe. The aromatics sort of drop off a little bit on the palate. It has this kind of like salted pineapple thing. It's very salty, but it's also a little bit yeasty as well.
Almost got like a soapy thing too as I'm going through it a little bit further.
That'd be the water. A little bit of pineapple, kind of like tart tropical thing there, but it's a very savory beer. It's not only just salt, but it's like it has a like savory yeasty thing. But obviously, this doesn't have any yeast. Probably it's centrifuge. It's cleared out quite nicely. Obviously, it's hazy, but
I think that it's
We're not
maybe
really
artificially
here, but-
hazy.
No, you can't artificially haze a beer.
Oh
but-
yeah, you absolutely can. Like,
Okay, well, we're process things we can talk about. We can talk about.
okay, what else?
All right, that's a whole nother video there to talk about. But the beer has, from what I understand, Sierra Nevada has centrifuged their beers and maybe filtered. No, I don't think that. I didn't think so. They centrifuge. But despite that tangent, this beer is just like crushable for 6.7, but like I don't know. I can't get rid of that kind of like savory, salty thing, and then the lack of like tropical bite to it. Like if it was really juicy up front, it makes sense because you can throw a little bit of salt on your tropical fruits to sort of balance out the tartness and sweetness.
It's like, meh.
No, it's like meh fruit, salty, and then like dries out. So it's just like the roller coaster is like very, sort of like it has a little bit of a hump. You know what it is? It's like a kid's roller coaster.
It's like the dragon roller coaster.
The dragon one, where that like it's not even built into a park. It's just there. Like they roll it into for one of your janky festivals.
It's like at all the
and
fairs.
it's just like and then like a little bump, and then it just like rolls around. And you're like, all right, and it's for like like a 10-year-old would be like very disappointed by this roller coaster. So like that's
but
sort
a 5-year-old would be amazed.
So yeah, as a beer geek, I'm like, oh, okay.
Everybody knows the dragon ride. If you know the dragon ride, tell me about the dragon ride. I love the dragon ride.
It lacks the precision I'm looking for from like Sierra Nevada. Like we have the classic beers; they just have like something to them that's like so Sierra Nevada-ish. And even though if they're not mind blowing, they're classics and they're crushers. It's just not like it's like
I feel like Sierra Nevada just plays it safe. Like they play it safe on like classic styles. And they play it safe on popular styles.
But they're good though, at least.
Yeah, I don't think this is bad. I think
86.
This is just safe and mellow.
86.
Yeah,
which is a pretty good rating, I think.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
I can go
lower
than that. I can go lower than that.
No, don't. Be nice.
All right, fine, whatever. Sierra Nevada, Hazy little thing. Debate on this one. You guys can post some comments below because I think some of you guys like it out there. Maybe you guys don't. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Bye.